you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest.
We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it?
He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I, my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I surpass peak, until they think we are equal. Please, all I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their palms would bleed, begging that generations remember our story.
Peace and blessings. Happy Saturday, peoples. It's good to be back amongst the land of the living, man. Just to share my point of view and my thoughts on things that's happening out here in the world, man. I hope your morning started off pretty good. Shout out to Symbolic, Sydney, MJ, Linda, my brother Don King for the open mic yesterday. Fire show. My gratitude and my humble opinion and experience there is just a vibe. Like you have to be there to understand it. You have to be in the moment to really comprehend how chill and laid back that is. You know what I'm saying? So much love to them. I want to do another one next weekend. So if anyone is interested in joining, all of the information down at the bottom will get you in contact with me. You feel me? I want to talk about this Gilie the Kid, Charleston Wade situation. Do me a solid, right? I want to add something on here real quick. So bear with me, because we got a lot to talk about here, and I'm not going to rush through this. So let me get some stuff together real quick. This will only take a second. Let's see. Cryptic Creed Paranormal is on the way. I had some issues with getting back on my account. I'm good now. So, yeah. 1 second. I meant to do this earlier. I never got around to it. I was sidetracked. I wanted to do some cleaning this morning. Like, I don't want to do nothing tomorrow, nothing other than record. You know what I'm saying? So I want to pull up on IG. Let's see here. All right. This is going to be about an hour, maybe a little longer. It really just depends on my mood. When I first heard this story, I guess I'm under a rock. But since I'm doing reaction videos to certain situations that's happening on the internet, you're prone to come across shit like this. And here we are. Some of you probably familiar with it. Some of you are probably not familiar with it, which is fine. I didn't get too deep into it myself. Just enough. I heard just enough to say what I'm about to say here. I'm just trying to add my IG over here. As much as they try to shut me up from speaking, you will not today. Do me a solid too. Repost, share this out. The more people that hear this, the better, because I got something I want to say. I don't want nothing to get lost in translation. I had somebody the other day express that I take too long to get to my points. Well, I'm going to take long to get to my points. I have absolutely no desire, nor do I feel inclined to force or rush myself through any train of thought. So if you're impatient and then your attention span is that short, then you're probably not going to want to sit around, because I like to slow cook. Now, let me go ahead and start this off by saying, whenever I speak about anyone up here, I have no hatred or animosity towards a single person. I don't know none of these people personally to have any type of real attachment to anyone in general. I just voice my opinions, and we all have the right to. Both of these brothers, in their own right, without any judgment, they managed to find a way to make a name for themselves. If you know the history behind both of them, then you can form your own opinion. In this world, you have to scratch and claw for everything that you get. An average working man like myself, and the average man and woman in general, especially for men, we are not making six figures a year. Most of us are not selling our soul, kissing ass. A lot of us are working 9 to 5s, average income, living paycheck to paycheck. That's the reality of it. There's millions and millions of us out here right now who are simple we're not very complex. We don't ask for a lot. We don't demand a lot. So when you get to a place as a man and you're fortunate enough to come into a sizable amount of money, you network the right way, your communication skills gets you into doors that the average person wouldn't. You don't allow fear to stop or hinder you from reaching a certain level of success. You're persistent, you're consistent, you're reliable, and you use your gifts and your talents. There's really nothing that's going to hold you back. The odd thing about it is, with everyone out here that has a gift, most of us don't achieve a fraction of what these two did. Now, I never really knew who the hell Charleston Wade was until of recent years, when his social media run about just talking shit about the black community, calling the police, calling women out for being hoes and this, that, and the third. Just very explicit, very vulgar, very loud, very comedic, sprinkling in truth and propaganda while also giving you grifter energy throughout his entire social media run that I have been exposed to. He has never really given me the impression that he's someone to be taken serious. I never took him serious. I always felt like he could be right about some things, but in the same breath, he's very hypocritical. He tells you he supports and stands for certain things, but then he's taking money to do things that he goes against. Gilie the Kid, I'm not really familiar with a lot of his history. I know the brother rap. He has a podcast. He's very vocal. Them two, I don't know. It's very tricky, right? Because my problem with the black culture is we tell you to embrace certain shit, and you want me to sit here basically and say that responding ignorantly, violently, lacking emotional intelligence. You want me to be ghetto? You want me to be hood? You want me to abide by rules that are designed for nothing but the propagation to support death, violence, drugs, promiscuity, abandonment issues, broken homes? These are the things that you want me to advocate for, while also getting in front of the camera for thousands and thousands of people every single day, dancing around like a fucking monkey, dancing around like a fool and an idiot because you got the money to do it and you got the platform to do it, to just say whatever you want to anybody and everybody, and people find it humorous and hilarious and think it's cool to be like you, inciting, provoking. the wrong level of attention, nah, we not doing that. I cannot accept that. The reason why we are here is because Charleston Wade made some not so friendly comments about Gilie's son. And Gilie's son was gunned down at a very young age. And you know how Charleston Wade is when he gets on his rant about how black people ain't shit and niggas this and niggas that and niggas this and niggas that and fuck them all, send them all to jail, blah, blah, blah. You know how he goes on his rant. This angry tangent, throwing in jabs and jokes, throwing in how he participated in youth programs and all this other stuff, flexing his muscles of influence and position to say, look, I know I ain't shit either, but hell, y'all not shit either, but I'm better than you because I give to the needy and I tell the police on you and all this shit. Well, like I said before, he says things that I agree with, but then he also goes on a tangent and then he starts getting into these other pockets that I'm like, what the hell is he talking about, bro? You just did a whole, this brother has done at least, to my knowledge, 5 or 6 1 verse 20 live streams. You've done live streams or shows with online street performers. You've done videos with OF models. You've done videos with hood, ratchet, broken females. You've done some of the. You have put your name and your brand in the same company as the folks that you claim you have all of this energy for. You'll sit up there and talk shit about how broken homes are needing their parents and how Sexy Red ain't this and how this is this. And then in the same breath, you sitting up here entertaining the same type of folks. That's the problem. That's the issue. These are the representatives of the United States of Black America. Clowns with money. They don't have no respect whatsoever for the word. They don't have no respect for you. They don't have no respect for themselves. Anything to gain $1, people will do backflips and grab you inappropriately and fondle you inappropriately and start internet wars and Twitter wars and all. People will go to the extreme for money. They will humiliate themselves and you for $1 bill. This brother decided that he was going to go on a rant. And he brings up this man's deceased son. But then he backpedals and throws an apology out there and I'm trying to figure out for my, like, personally, I want to know how can you offer an apology? How can you fix yourself to offer an apology? How could you even fix yourself to say the shit that you said out your mouth anyway? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's talk about that part. Let's figure out how, with all your influence and your position of power, with all your popularity and fame and everybody kissing your butt, you got hood niggas angry at you, you got political niggas angry at you, you got bitter baby mothers angry at you, you got police angry at you, happy with you, you got the viewers angry at you, the commentating section angry at you. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get there. Hold on. I just want to get something straight real quick. There we go. Yeah, this isn't going to be pretty. Let me get my music set. You can go anywhere in the world. You can afford to go anywhere in the world. No Jumper, Vlad TV. Name a platform. Name a mainstream platform. Any one of them that's popular. Pick one. Honestly. Seriously. Just pick anyone. They pay you thousands and thousands of dollars to come to their show, have an interview, and you know typically what the interviews are going to be. Like they talk with you prior to the show. You already have an idea of what's about to go down, what you agree to, what you don't agree to. Charleston Wade has the power to tap in with whoever he wants at any given moment. Because people are thirsty. People who look for content are thirsty. People who need to go viral, they don't give a shit. If you're looking for likes, views, and clicks, if you're looking for drama, you don't really care about the substance for real. You don't even care about the message, honestly. What you want is the world to see you as a notable creator. You want the world to pay attention to your channel, your platform, your portfolio, your content and work. Doesn't really matter how you get there, as long as you get to the destination. So you pick and name any single one. They're willing to hire him. They don't care if matter of fact, they encourage it. Oh, Charleston Wade. As soon as you hear the word Charleston Wade or the name Charleston Wade, what you think? What do you think? You think of drama, you think of controversy, you think he's going to piss people off, he's going to trigger white people, he's going to trigger black people, He's going to start a war. He's going to incite some type of anger in a woman. He's going to start some type of drama. You just know he's going to go off. It's going to be funny. It's going to make you think. It's going to have you conflicted. He's what the algorithm is set up for. The algorithm is designed and set up purposely and specifically to tailor to people who present content exactly like him, and he don't even know. Or matter of fact, let me rephrase that. It's not that he doesn't know, it's that he doesn't care. He knows that the algorithm loves drama. Say nigga, say nigga. Just say fuck niggas, fuck baby mothers, fuck single parent homes, hold this, hold that, slut this, slut that. You should have died when you were in the birth canal and all. He says some of the most wild shit. Nobody cares. As much as people say in the comment section, they mad at him, they want to fight him, they want to shoot him, they threaten that man's life. All it doesn't really make a difference. People love that shit. People love to hear him talk shit about people. We are some of the most toxic people, some of the most backwards people in the fucking world. On one hand, he's a snitch. On one hand, he wants to call the police and get everybody locked up. But then on another hand, he has a lot of anger and animosity towards single women and single mothers. And on the other hand, he talks about how he did this and did that towards his wife, but then in the same breath, he's talking about doing tricking for OnlyFans models and this, like the dude, man, he's one of the biggest grifters there is on this fucking planet. He is. And honestly, I say everyone's path is credible but different, but in the same breath, I can't really find a lot of credibility in someone using, like, I think it's corny and very distasteful when you have to use unsavory talking points to get someone's attention. That's a compliment, by the way. I don't know why, but I'm gonna tell you something. Just like you see people in the comment sections that talk and act just like him, you're part of the problem. See, here's the reason why I wanted to speak on this is because a lot of y'all are grown as adults. You're grown men and women, but you act like children. You have nothing better to do with your life. You spend all day in the comment section glorifying and idolizing men and women. You spend majority of your time in DMs of women who don't want to fuck you. They don't want to do nothing with you. They don't want your time or attention. You spend all of your paycheck on them every single day. You go out here, you rob, kill, and destroy communities. You go out here and harass hardworking people. You go out here and trash people who are trying to make an honest living. And then you wonder why the world is as fucked up as it is. You wonder why people are so screwed up in the head and why we don't have no type of balance out here. You wonder why Donald Trump is the president. You wonder why Congress is the way it is, why our government is the way it is, because of people like Charleston Wade. A lot of y'all are a representation of him, messy. You do anything for a click. You do anything for attention. You do anything for a laugh. Look at me. Look at me. I made a joke. I made a funny. You blaspheme. You're blaspheming Jesus Christ. You're making fun of Jesus Christ. You include him in all of your fake sojourning, I'm on a mission to save the world diatribes, but then in the same breath, you on YouTube every single day promoting and helping promote OnlyFans models. You're helping promote women spreading their legs and giving their box away to every single dude that has some yo. If nobody else is going to say it, I'm going to say it. I don't care how angry you are. I don't care if this sells. I don't care if you feel like this makes you money. I don't care if you think the only way that you're going to get the attention that you want is by if you got to go to the point to where you talking about someone else's deceased child, absolutely shameful. You don't get no respect for that. You don't get no brownie points for that. That's absolutely corny as hell. Honestly. The fact that you are even a public figure is absolutely crazy to me. Most of y'all over the age of 30 years old. You over the age of 30 years old on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and what's the first thing you do? What are you doing? You sitting up here crying, complaining, confused, conflicted. You don't know how to react. You don't know how to respond to people. You don't know how to show love to people. Brothers don't even know how to be brothers no more. Men don't know how to be men no more. People don't know how to handle confrontations. People don't know how to walk away. The rules of engagement have completely changed. The things that are right are made wrong. The things that are wrong are made right. We got people that's representing us, that's taking us to fucking hell. We got people that's representing us that don't give a shit about you. Charleston Wade don't give a shit about you. He don't give a shit about me. He don't give a shit about nobody that's watching. Charleston Wade don't give a fuck about nobody here. Most of these people don't care. Know how I know? Because the nigga had my man had no problems saying something about a deceased person's child. You know a person don't give a shit when they start talking about your children. I'm not even about to do all that. We don't do the homosexual shit over here. That's wild to me, bro. They even ask that question is not, bro. I don't even think about shit like that. I'm a fully grown man, bro. Heterosexual. I do not think about shit like that. That right there that's that pause worthy shit right there. That right there is why people say pause. That's exactly why people say pause. No, that's not even a question. Ain't no adult, no fully grown man even entertaining that. Let me get back to what I was saying. You threw me off. Charleston White don't give a shit about you. He don't give a shit about me. You shouldn't even fix your mouth to ever speak on someone's child. What's the problem? You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to communicate with people. You couldn't have called him up and say, hey, look, I'm about to do an interview. They're probably going to ask me some questions about you or your son. Are you okay with that part? And these social media spaces like Club Shay Shay, Fresh and Fit, Satan Center, No Fugazi, a lot of these platforms, they don't care. They don't care about the quality. They don't care about the conversation. They don't care about resolution. They don't care about fixing anything that is broken. They don't care about really getting to the core root of problems. They just want to keep the algorithm fed with misery, pain, suffering, hurt, anger, bitterness, drama, frustration, confusion. That's all they care about. They don't care about nothing else. And then when you get folks that really give a shit about helping broken women heal themselves, when you get people who aren't trying to grift, I'm not a grifter. I don't give two shits about grifting. I don't care about trying to be liked or loved or none of that. I want to see people in better spaces mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I don't want to keep seeing bullshit on my streets, up and down my streets. I don't want to continue to see fucking trolls and dumbass, low IQ ass men and women out here getting on camera saying the most ridiculous shit. Oh, you got titties, you got a nice body, and you got a nice ass. That's what you know how to shake. That's all you got to offer. You can't show a nigga how to get more from his taxes. You can't show a nigga how to love properly. You can't show your sisterhood how to fucking come correct to a man. You can't show your sisters not to be opening her legs to 20 different people. All y'all got is your body. You don't have shit else. But y'all keep on putting people like Charleston Wade in the forefront so that he can say whatever the fuck he want out his mouth and it's okay and it's acceptable and nobody has a problem with it. We like the backwards stuff. We like the disrespectful stuff. Y'all get off on pain and suffering. You get off on drama and arguing. I'm not arguing with nobody in the comment section. I'm not arguing with nobody on YouTube, IG. I'm not doing all that. I'm too fucking grown for that. People got bills. People are trying to make a living. People are trying to be happy out here. We only got one life. I'm trying to get closer to God. I'm trying to get closer to the Creator. I'm trying to fight demons. I'm trying to battle shit. Mental health. People are dying from mental health. People are emotionally screwed up. People are confused. You don't even know who your real friends are. You don't know who your real family are. You done cut ties with 20 people over the last 15 years because you thought they were who they weren't, and they really showed you their true colors. You found out the hard way that these people that you thought were going to be with you for all of your life, they're not going to be there forever. So who is Charleston Wade supposed to be? A savior? Is he supposed to come and rescue the black community from themselves? Is he supposed to save us from being people who walk around with our pants off our ass? Is he supposed to save us from being out here in the street shooting each other and killing each other? Is what he? How can you in one breath say you love your wife? You say you love your wife, but you fucking other females. How can you say you love your wife, but you on 20 versus 1 reaction videos hooking up with prostitutes and OnlyFans models, but then go on an interview a week later talking about how my wife know I ain't shit, and she sticks with me and this, that, and that, and third, and fuck it. I mean, that's just what we support. That's what the black First of all, let's be completely clear. I don't find nothing acceptable. I don't find nothing popular. I don't find nothing adult-like about talking about another person's deceased children. I don't see nothing cool about the snitch code. I don't see nothing entertaining or humorous about going on 20 versus 1 videos. Watching these, you be some old ass women. A lot of these women be 30, 40 years old going on these shows, shaking their ass half naked in front of the camera. You just sitting up there embarrassing yourself, humiliating your children, humiliating your father and your grandmothers and your grandparents, going on camera, showing off your body. You damn near naked on TV, just completely just shameful. You don't give two shits. You just want to go viral. That's all y'all care about is going viral. And then when you get the reaction and the negative feedback that you like, it's oh my god, I mean, I can't believe I can't you fuck you. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. All right, nobody's trying to hear that shit. I ain't one. I don't care. Let me tell you something. By the age of 40 years old, you should not be wanting to be out in the club. You should not be wanting to travel with your girlfriends. You should be married. You should have a strong, structured nuclear home, God-fearing. You should have the spirit of the Lord all around your family, all around you. You should not be on fucking YouTube doing pop your balloons.
Sensational.
But I digress. But I'm the problem though. I talk too slow, or my delivery isn't fluent enough, or maybe I ain't jumping around enough. Maybe you want me to get up and start breakdancing. Maybe you want me to do the moonwalk. Maybe you want me to jump off of a fucking roof onto a table and break my body in pieces. Maybe then you'll get a joke out of it. Maybe you'll find something humorous in me doing some goofy ass shit. Maybe you would be happier if I just spoke about just the most ridiculous stuff. I think that we are backwards. I think we as a community have completely shitted on ourselves. I think that we do not hold each other accountable enough. I think that we continuously put the wrong people in positions of power to give any type of information, to be any type of influence. And honestly, I think it's enough is enough. I want all criminals in jail. Anyone who is doing criminal activity, I want you all behind bars. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Kiss my ass. Go to jail. Stay there. We don't need you out here. We don't want you out here. You killed too many of us off. There's too many black people in jail or in the grave because of your dumbass activities, because of your lack of control, because someone didn't teach you properly. I don't want people like Charleston Wade to be, you know it's real when you got somebody like him that got catchphrases, they got memes. Y'all done made videos, cartoon depictions of him in, like, you know, as much as people say they intelligent, they smart, they got it all figured out. As much as men and women sit up here and philosophize everything, and they got all this worldly knowledge, you still follow after the most ridiculous people. And I question your integrity. I question your morality. I question your sanity and your intellect. Now, I ain't the brightest bulb in the world, and I don't know everything. I'm not going to pretend I don't. You can correct me. I'm humble. I know when I'm wrong and I'm right. I do not have a single egotistical bone in my body. Teach me something. Teach me something. You're probably more intellectually inclined to fill me with some type of knowledge than I am. That's just the way the world is. Everybody don't know everything. But one thing I do know for certain, without a shadow of a doubt, he's not an influencer. He's not a prophet. And he's nobody to be looking to for no fucking advice. You really telling me you're going to go to Charleston Wade for advice? Gilie the Kid for advice? 50 Cent for advice? You really telling me that these folks that you model your entire lifestyle over, you go trick or treat, people dress up like 50 Cent, people dress up like fucking Sexy Red and Cardi B. Y'all really be up here getting dolled up, spending hundreds of dollars on costumes to look like people that you aren't. You're dressing up as other people. Your Halloween costume is mimicking and replicating another human being. How low of a self-esteem could you possibly have? You don't love yourself. You don't think that you're good enough. You don't think that you're good enough out here. I'll be completely honest. Completely honest. There's people watching that would be better for this community than half of the folks that's in Hollywood and majority of the sports industry. I guarantee there's better motivational speakers here than there is on camera. You probably better than me at it. And that's just real spill. So I saw the story, and Club Shay Shay, you messy as shit. Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp, you are messy as hell, my guy. Ever since my man did the interview with well, I can't remember that nigga name, man. It's a dude on YouTube, right? He did a whole Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp interview. That shit was fucking hilarious, bro. He had his he had the man mannerisms down. He had that man laugh down. Dude, funny as hell. Dude's funny as shit. I can't unhear it now. Every time I hear Shannon Sharp talk, I hear him. But that dude messy as hell, man. Sitting up there talking about he agree. I 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 agree. What the hell you agree with? Some people should not interview people. Some people should not sit down with anyone and have any type of conversations. When Dr. Cheyenne Bryan got on camera and she started doing her fake Nick Cannon analysis about him being with multiple women and he's low vibrational and this, that, and third, but we find out that you're not even a real fucking doctor. That pissed me off. That irritated the hell out of me. And people still listen to her and still watch her. She's not even a real doctor. She's not licensed at all. Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is no different than No Jumper. No Jumper is a pornographic adult entertainer. This dude allows his wife to get ran through by nothing but gargantuan behemoth penises. Pause if necessary. I don't even like using the word. No Jumper got over 1 point something million people that subscribe to him, but the dude is a fucking goof. No Jumper is a fucking goof. The nigga lets his wife get ran trains on and all this shit. How the fuck do you have respect for a dude who lets his wife just get nutted on and cream pied and all? Like, you two, I know. I'm trying. That's why I didn't even turn my my what's name on for this shit. But come on, man, what are you talking about? Y'all go to him for interviews, you go to him for advice and knowledge. So he's supposed to teach you how to have a healthy relationship. No Jumper is supposed to teach you or show you how to have a stable marriage. This brother, the nigga did they had a whole finding love for Nina. I guess Lena the plug, whoever won the contest, they got to have sex with his wife. They had a whole show for that goofy shit. But y'all got a issue with me. There's a problem with little old me. The little small guy, the small guy from YouTube. Without all the fancy visuals and all the fancy edits, without having all of the famous and popular people following me, and you got a problem with me. And other people like me who say, nah, man, we ain't with this. This shit is corny. I'm as a man, as a woman, we don't support this. We don't support this. I wasn't raised like that. My grandparents didn't raise me to be disrespectful to my elders. My grandparents didn't raise me to handle altercations the same way. Guns as a resort to you dealing with your anger, using guns to resort to handling disputes, using social media to express your intimate situations with your spouse, blasting all of your stuff out here on social media so people can feel sympathy for you and feel sorry for you, exposing your husbands, your boyfriends, your girlfriends on social media, disrespecting them while having other encounters with other people, and I'm putting on my makeup now. I'm doing a hair tutorial. I'm doing this. So let me tell you, girl. So I met this guy, right? I was at the gas station and I didn't like him. I wasn't going to talk to him, you know. I already got a man and all this, but girl, let me tell you something, right? So why, as I walked away from him, he went to his car and he had a nice car, girl. He had a nice car. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play the game. I'm gonna see what he about. So I gave him my social media, and I didn't want to give him my number because I know that he might blow my phone up and this, and I don't need all that. Y'all be listening to some of the most ridiculous ass people. Y'all be up here telling on yourself, exposing yourself for who you really are. And the ultimate message here is this shit is wild to me. Charleston Wade, I wouldn't put it this way. I'd forgive him if that was me and he spoke negatively on my child. I'd forgive him because God wants you to forgive everyone. I wouldn't forget it. And also on top of that, see, you think that you don't have to forgive you. Well, it's an option. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. Because when you forgive, there's a level of burden that you don't have to carry around no more. Imagine harboring anger towards somebody. Hold on. I want to take y'all somewhere. Give me my sound. Give me my sound. Imagine somebody did something to you that you didn't like. They broke your heart. They humiliated you. We've all been there. Betrayed, backstabbed. We've all been in that position. Right? And you never got an apology for it. Some of these people are just the way they are because that's just how they are. You walk around for the next week, next month, next 3 years. All you can think about is how they did you dirty, how they disrespected you. All you got in your mind is them. They ain't worried about you. Could you imagine carrying that all day, every day? Could you imagine walking around with that on you all the time? They living rent-free in your head. The only way you feel like you're going to get any type of peace is if you respond in equal fashion. But we know nothing good comes from equally responding to somebody, but we tend to do it anyway. And you respond in the same manner that they responded to you, thinking that by doing that, you're going to somehow, some way be better. But life don't work like that. The only thing that ends up happening is you create more drama, you create more arguments, you create the potential for violence, you create the potential for extending the fighting, you extend the potential for more chaos. That's all that happens from it. That's why there's no point of holding on to anything. You might as well just, as soon as it happens, let it go, cut it off, and continue on with your life. I ain't Gilie though. The way that he handled it, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. Don't acknowledge him. Cut ties. Don't do business with the brother. Don't associate your brand with them. Just completely just cut ties with all of that. Disassociate yourself with anything that's going to bring more reminders of the tragedy that happened. Cut yourself off from anybody who is not really there with the right intentions. Cut yourself off from anyone who is using you, who is trying to capitalize off of you. Yeah. Yeah, we not doing that, sir. That shit is wild, bro. That shit is wild. That shit right there. What the hell be on y'all brains, man? Like I said, there's a lot of sick people out here. There's a lot of lost, spiritually destitute folks out here just going to and fro, just doing whatever. Not here. And I wanted to say this. There are other ways to handle disputes. There are other ways to deal with individuals that you have disagreements with. You can be classy. You don't have to be ratchet. You choose to be ratchet. You choose to be ignorant. You don't have to go tit for tat. Only children do tit for tat. If you don't like something, don't deal with it. Don't entertain it. Don't even bother with it. If you don't like something, just go your own way. But nah, Charleston White, nah, bro. You filed for that. And I done heard you say some real wild stuff out your mouth. Maybe I don't know if it's the fact that you just love the attention. I don't know if it's because you just understand humans. You just know humans are we just suckers for messiness. We starve for it. The messier, the better. The more drama, the more gossip, the better. It wasn't like that when I was growing up. You stayed out of adults' business. I can't stand people who gossip and run their mouth about other people when you got other people's names in your mouth. I hate when people spread messages of discord. I can't stand when people would rather create anarchy than find resolve. I can't stand you. You're to me, you're just an adult child. You too old. You too old to be dressing like that. You too old to be talking like that. You too old to be in the comment section talking about some let's go meat for meat. What the hell? What? Trolling, hiding behind fake profiles, all that weird stuff. I'm gonna need y'all to grow up in 2025. I'm gonna need a lot of you to grow up. This ain't it. I don't support nothing he said. I don't stand behind him as any type of influence. And quite frankly, I could care less if I ever saw him on one of these platforms again. I would be completely content. I'm not about to sit here for an hour, 2 hours listening to him ramble on about some BS. And you living double lives. You're not an example whatsoever. You're the complete opposite of everything that you talk about. But you want to get on camera and chastise everybody else. I'm good. I passed. I absolutely passed on that. Save that for somebody else. Somebody who's confused and they don't know what a leader looks like. They don't know what it looks like to speak with a person who loves them and actually cares about their well-being. Save that for somebody who has abandonment issues. Save that for someone who is just angry and they just allowed Satan to have their way. You can fool anybody who is in the world and of the world. It's easy. People who are superficial, people who desire and rely on cars, money, and validation, you can appease them very easy. You can get them to do anything you want. You can get them to follow you to the ends of the earth. All you gotta have is to get the gab. And he knows exactly what to do and what to say out his mouth to get the job done. Y'all just don't like when certain people say shit about it because it rubs you the wrong way and it exposes you for being exactly what they are. That's the only reason why he is where he is. Because there's hundreds and thousands of people who move and think and act just like him. That's it. It's not really a mystery, though. It's not. Most of us are of the world, and when you're of the world, you fall susceptible to the things of the world. It's not that hard to decipher. But again, I digress. I appreciate all y'all coming out. We're going back on later. Much love to everybody. Do me a solid. Follow me on YouTube, IG, Twitter, Rumble. I'm everywhere. We got some more to talk about later. I'm about to get back in this lab. I appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? I was wondering. Now I got it. All right. Yeah. I'm about to get back in here, do some more recording. Get this fly out for next week. But I hope y'all have a blessed one. I will definitely tap in with you later. This is the King's Morning Table. We about it here. Be easy. The digs.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I, my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I surpass peak, until they think we are equal. Please, all I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their palms would bleed, begging that generations remember our story.